Hey besties, today I'll be showing you a very simple sewing technique that you can use to install your regular standard zipper. Now you can use this technique to install your zippers for skirts, for dresses, for tops, and even on pants. Now if you have been so scared of installing zippers, or you've been running away from installing zippers on your garment, this tutorial is for you. It is very simple and straight to the point. In fact, in less than 10 minutes, you will be installing zippers on your garment. No cap, there is no exaggeration. I'm just saying the fact. I just want you to follow this tutorial step by step, just the way I'm going to show it to you. Make sure you don't skip this video so that you don't miss important details. All right, so without saying so much, let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to use these two pieces of fabric as an example. So imagine that this is your skirt and you want to install this zipper on your skirt. Okay, so you're going to place the two together, these two pieces of fabric together like so, and then you are going to take your zipper. You place your zipper like that. Okay, just place your zipper like so. You are going to first of all stitch from the hem. This is the hem. You're going to determine where you want your zipper to stop. So you see where I want my zipper to stop. I hope you can see it very well. Okay, make sure that you mark slightly above this iron. There's usually a metal piece. For some zipper, maybe it's plastic. Even if it's plastic, you still need to mark above it because your needle will break if you stitch on top of it. So you're going to mark above it, slightly above it. So place your zipper like this and then you mark above it like this. Say maybe about 2 or 3 centimeters above it from the zipper end like that. So this is where we're going to stop our stitching from. I hope you can see it. Here like this. So I'm going to stitch from here now towards the hemline, assuming this is my hemline. Okay, so from here all the way down to my hemline. So let me stitch that first and then I'll show it to you. Okay, so I'm starting from here now. So from the very point where you start from, make sure you backstitch it very well so that it doesn't loosen. Okay, good. Now you see where I stopped. Now the next thing, you're going to have something like this. Once I open it, you're going to have something like this. So you see, so you still have your opening for your zipper where you're going to attach your zipper. But before you attach your zipper, you're going to close this opening. You're going to stitch it and close it. Now we're going to open it later, so just close it, because when you close it, this is a very simple trick. When you close it, it is going to be easier for you. Okay, so please go back and then we're going to stitch from the top now, and then we're going to close it up. Now we're not going to use the regular stitch. We're going to use a very long stitch. You know those kind of stitches that you use when you're doing gathers. So that's the stitch we're going to use, a very long stitch. In some machines it's about maybe 4.5, some of them 5, or just check your machine model. Just use a very long stitch because we're going to loosen it later. Okay, and then you're going to stitch from here all the way down to this part. Okay, this time around, do not back stitch it, just stitch normally like you are basting it. Okay, so you can see now you're going to take it to your ironing board, and then you're going to open press your seam allowance very nicely. Please do not omit this step. It is very important. It will help your garment to look very neat, help your sewing to look very professional. So please do not omit this step. Just take it to your ironing board and iron it very flat, or open press your seam allowance. Okay, so once you finish open pressing your seam allowance, you're going to take your zipper and then you're going to flip your zipper. You see where my zipper head is? You see it? So you're going to place it like this. So this is the wrong side of your zipper against the wrong side of your fabric. Take note, very important, remember this is the right side of our fabric and the zipper head has to show on this right side. So the wrong side of your zipper against the wrong side of your fabric, just like this. And now you are going to take your pins. Remember this this plastic here, or this little metal, has to go down your mark a little bit. Okay, so make sure this middle part here is directly on your seam. So when you place your zipper, make sure you move your zipper head upwards like this. You move it out of the way so that you'll be able to stitch nicely. Okay, and then you use your pins to hold them together in place, just like so. You will notice that I'm using a contrasting zipper, and I'm also using a contrasting thread. I'm not using matching thread or zipper. The reason why I'm doing this is so that you'll be able to see the difference very well. So you'll be able to see the stitches and everything. So please, when you are doing yours, please take time to use your matching thread and your matching zipper. It will come out a lot better. All right, this is just for demonstration purpose. Okay, so now you're going to take it to the sewing machine, and we're going to stitch from here all the way down to this end. All right, now when you want to stitch your zipper, you're going to stitch very close to the edge here, your zipper edge, so that you don't hit the teeth. So you stitch from here all the way down. Okay, now once you get to this point here, you're going to leave your needle right inside, and then you lift up your presser foot like this. You turn it, turn your skirt or wherever you're attaching your zipper to. Then you bring down your presser foot like so, and then you continue stitching. Now you're going to leave your needle again inside, and then you lift up your presser foot, and then you turn it just like this, and then you're going to continue stitching. Okay, so when you get to the end here, you're also going to back stitch it. Okay, so when you take it out, you see how nice and neat it looks. You see? Okay, so I'm just going to cut off these loose threads. Now what we are going to do is we are going to open up these stitches here at the middle, just like this. Okay, so when you finish opening the stitches, you're going to have something like this. You see how nice and neat it looks. I hope it was easy peasy, right? See, with this sewing technique and to install zipper, trust me, you will never run away from installing zippers at all. Whether on your skirts, on your dresses, on your tops, wherever you have zippers, you're just going to do it in a very short time. I told you, in less than 10 minutes you do this. So when you open it up, you're going to have something like this, very nice and neat. See, if you enjoyed this tutorial and you found this tutorial helpful, please do not hesitate to share it with your sewing buddies, all right, so that we can all learn together. And if you have not already subscribed yet to my channel, why? What are you still waiting for? Please hit the subscribe button right now. Invite your friends to do so as well, okay? And then tell me if you want me to be sharing some sewing techniques or some sewing tips and tricks in here on my YouTube channel? Let me know in the comment section, because I noticed that I do a lot of pattern making more in this place. So if you want some of these sewing techniques, sewing tips, sewing tricks and tips, please let me know in the comment section. And for you returning subscribers, oh man, you are the real deal. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you again in my next class. Until then, bye bye.